curious. Let's see here. Who is the developer?
And we are live.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Now I have to look this up because I have to figure out. I feel like that sounds familiar.
Who?
The game company. Oh gosh, Guillaume Brochet, Tom Guillermin, Francois Merois,
Oh yeah, Hyper French.
Nicole Maxim Francom.
You're butchering that, so please stop. It hurts.
I mean, I can tell you what.
It's just like, please, no more. No more.
It hurts.
Me
It
not
hurts.
trying. This is
My
me
ears are bleeding.
not trying.
Me, the
I just
American, my
watched
ears are bleeding.
I just watched the trailer.
The
for,
game
uh,
is absolutely beautiful in like every aspect.
Oh shit, the animation. I just saw the animation comparison from what it looked like in 2019 to now. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, and I'm happy that it's on PS5, so I'll have to give it a go sometime when I'm able to play games.
So how are all of you?
Alive.
Rough day at work, but
Yep.
I'm better now that I'm here.
Yeah, like I completely forgot we had the game today. I was sitting here working. I'm like, well, at least I could take my frustration out on the bots when I get off of work. Completely planning to just play Helldivers for the rest of the night. I'm like, oh wait, no, we have Mouse Guard.
Yep.
Would have reminded you, don't worry. It would have been like, Liberty? No, you have to DM tonight.
No, mice.
Mises.
They're so adorable. How can you forget about them?
Because I have been shooting.
You have a week.
I've been shooting grenades at bots like nonstop.
Like hypothetical grenades or like
I don't care.
No.
Grenades.
Like game grenades, like.
Oh, okay.
Because I run nothing but explosives. To the point to where my Helldiver's armor literally has a claymore mine embedded in the chest plate, so when I die, I just explode.
Got it. Okay.
Nobody said when, not if he dies.
Oh no, it's not a matter of if, it's when.
It hasn't been my fault lately.
No.
It's good. I run a base walking build with nothing but explosive turrets and artillery turrets, and everything just goes boom.
So the question is,
fellow boomer, I approve.
So the question is why haven't you been dropping in with me and Raven?
Mostly because the game, for some reason, tends to lag the ever-living crap out of my computer these days, especially against bots for some reason.
Your graphic card needs to be updated.
But I'll reinstall and try playing with you guys. It's just I might only be good for like 2-3 missions before I have to like restart.
Yeah. Also make sure that you do the beta that they have out to where it's only like a 23 gig install instead of 175.
I have to figure out how to do that.
I can help you. I will help.
Because if you can help me do that, that'll definitely help.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
And with that, on to mice.
On to mice
Yes.
divers.
Mises.
So yeah, the last time that we were together, we met our... Oh, right. We have dice to give away.
Dice, then mice.
Dice, then mice.
It's a dice sandwich. Dice, mice, dice.
Dice Guard?
It's true. It is a dice sandwich because we're actually going to be giving away 2 sets of dice today. We'll have a giveaway going as usual from the start to the end of the first break, and then after that we'll open the second one. So I will post the rules in Twitch chat here, assuming the bot works. I didn't actually check.
Bot.
Hey, look at that, it works. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the Raspberry Pi 4s. I've had our bot running on one of those non-stop for about 4 years with no
Ooh.
cooling and no fans of any kind,
Nice.
Oh.
Damn.
and it's still going.
That's
So
pretty good.
Damn.
if you're on the hunt for a microcomputer, may I recommend Raspberry Pi 4? I will also post a picture of the dice. And this particular set, I think, is probably the cutest set of dice that we'll be giving away this month,
I'm listening.
and is absolutely perfect for all of your cooking rolls.
Oh.
Yes.
This is a bacon and eggs set of dice.
Ah, yes.
Aw, that's so cute.
Oh, you can't have it, hun.
I know.
You can't
I
have
know.
meat.
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 I mean, the dice aren't made of meat, so
Well, you know me and putting random objects in my mouth. Maybe I should be careful.
Toddler.
Don't
Oh
eat
my.
the dice.
Wow, thanks. Appreciate you, hon. Always glad to know you have my back.
Me doing yes and he's like, how dare you?
Right.
so real
Top
quick,
10 enemy betrayals right there.
just to buzz through the rules here. Rule 1 is that you can't enter on someone else's behalf. If you're entering these giveaways, you are entering them for yourself and only yourself. You must be present when the drawing happens. As mentioned, that will be at the end of the first break. And you must be able to tell us what it is that you won if your name is pulled. And that's just to show us that you're paying attention. All you have to say is dice or something similar. You also must be a member of our Discord, because that's how we'll be contacting everyone to get shipping addresses once December is over. And you cannot win more than once within a week or more than twice total. So the giveaway is open right now. All you have to do is type !December in the Twitch chat to enter. And yeah, drawing will happen later on in the stream.
Now to mice. So the last time that we were together, we met our wonderful group of mice who had previously saved the holiday season, albeit that they don't remember much, if at all, about it. A year later, we caught up with them about what they've been up to for the past year, and they all got together as they were all summoned as the reserve guard for the winter season. Reserve guard duty is normally boring during the winter. It's just a contingency just in case something goes haywire and they need somebody to respond to it. So most years it's pretty much sitting in a cozy barracks, drinking cider and eating food. But unfortunately, it wasn't like that this year. Not even into the first day, a young mouse by the name of Timothy, who you all know, invited you down into the basement of the guard barracks, saying that he had prepared a spell, something he had learned from a journal from one of the scout mice that had been keeping tabs on the tall folk of the forest. Apparently this spell was supposed to increase everyone's joy and merriment tenfold, guaranteeing a very splendid holiday season and wonderful winter. Though, like with most young mages, the magic, the spell, and maybe the components went a little haywire, as what happened instead was a large, mischievous looking goose made its way up out of Timothy's cauldron, grabbed the young mouse, and vanished. The group got their stuff together, headed on outside to investigate the house of a one Rigby. Rigby being another mouse guard, another scout, somebody that Talon knew quite well as to be somebody that, while he was decent in his duties, had an obsession with the tall folk that seemed to cause issues within the ranks. Rigby, being the mouse that provided Timothy with the journal that contained the spell, he looked around the house and found nothing. Aside from a goose feather pillow and a strange feather marking on the outside of his house. And then you notice that the rest of the town seemed a little more dull than usual. You sort of got the feeling that whatever had happened in the town was the reverse effect as to what Timothy wanted. Instead of increasing everybody's joy tenfold, he increased their sorrow. Deciding that the young mouse was the priority in getting him back, all of you got your gear, got your supplies, and headed out. Walking down the trail that a good portion of you knew very well, strange memories began to flood into your mind about your encounter with a goose last year and the means that you tracked it. But unfortunately, this time there are no goose feathers on a trail leading you to where this creature would be headed. However, you made it to the first check-in hollow, a small, secure campsite for mice on the road to occupy during long nights in order to save themselves from the nocturnal predators. Inside, you found Rigby. And after a bit of a conversation, the scout mouse had agreed to help you all and provided you all with a hot stew meal. Though, much to everyone's disappointment, it appears that there may have been something in the stew as everybody fell asleep a little too easily. Talon tried to stay awake. Was it Talon or was it Squeakers? It was Squeakers, right? Squeakers. Squeakers tried to stay awake as best as he could, but even the headstrong mouse was no match for what was ever in the stew. And the last thing you saw, Squeakers, was Rigby standing up, grabbing the book, the journal that you had shown him with the quote-unquote spell in it, grabbing his bag and his bow, and leaving in the night. And as you all awoke, you are still inside the secure hollow. Your gear is still with you. There has been nothing done to your person at all. There was merely some sort of sleeping agent inside this stew. But you awaken and Rigby is gone. And that is where we are going to pick up today.
I imagine that's Squeakers that wakes up first to that discovery.
Possibly Squeakers does get up early, naturally.
So that natural clock just kicks in, even with like the sleeping agent that may have been inside the stew. Your sense of duty and responsibility seem to overpower it, and you begin to rouse from your sleep.
No, I can't eat another bite.
This one lies even in his sleep.
Just saw your cheeks.
Squeakers is probably gonna take a. Yeah, it's just no. Squeaker's gonna go over to Robin and kind of like tap him, see if he can wake him up.
Probably takes a good few shakes to rouse him, but eventually his eyes do kind of creak open. Is the morning all right already? I feel like I've only just fallen asleep.
Yeah, it's still early. He's gone. He left. I tried to stay awake. Something felt really
left?
weird.
What are you talking about?
He left.
Oh, Rigby, right? We're out on the road, aren't we? When did he leave? Did he say where he was going?
No, he was looking at his journal, and he kept looking at us, like he was checking something over and over again. And then right as I was falling asleep, he packed up all his shit and left.
See, that is problematic, but with any luck, he'll have left some tracks for us to follow.
Yes, I didn't want to disturb where he was last, so I was waking you up first.
Depends on whether or not it snowed last night, but we'll see when we get up. You did good, Squeakers. You did your best.
Squeakers fell asleep. I'm sorry.
We all have to sleep eventually.
My mouth tastes funny, though. A little metallic.
I'm afraid I can't help you with that, though. Perhaps that's something for Fiora to investigate.
Yes. Because now immediately going over to my Fiora. Repeating this process. Simple mouse. Simple mouse.
Squeakers. Good morning.
Morning. Rupert left and my mouth tastes funny.
You said Rupert left. Where did he go? Did he go try to find some food in the forest?
No. He started reading the book last night, and I pretended to be asleep. I wasn't asleep at first. And then he kept
Rupert
watching
reads
us.
books? Seemed like the
Oh.
book type.
Shit. I said the wrong name.
It's like, how long will it take her?
I don't do names. It's fine. Shit, not the one with the cheeks, the other guy.
Rigby.
Yes, that one.
Oh.
He left in the middle of the night.
Oh. Ooh,
Took the
that's unfortunate. Either guilty conscience or something is not quite right. But
He was looking
Well-
around like he was waiting for us to sleep. And now my mouth
dear.
tastes funny. A little metallic.
Well, did you eat something aside from the stew?
No.
Do you want to chew?
And suddenly a gremlin attacks.
I have some ginger root you can chew on to kind of help with that taste if you'd like. You just kind of gnaw on it like a stick. It's quite tough, so don't try to rip it. You just gnaw on it.
I mean, sure, but I don't usually wake up with metallic taste in my mouth.
Sound like something weird that I could try to think in the old noggin of what that may be. Why that they've got a metallic taste. I think I distracted Rojan.
Yeah, he's distracted.
Sorry, that was a question to me.
Yeah, it was. It's like, does that sound like? Can I do some sort of check to see like why Squeakers has like a metallic taste in his mouth?
Go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and let me pull up your character sheet here, and I can tell you what you can roll.
Doesn't like that I'm talking.
Robin, right? No.
No, Fiora.
Your kid definitely has FOMO.
Okay, go get Elsa and Anna then, okay? I got her a new Sonic shirt, and she's like, I want to sleep in it, and I want to go to school tomorrow in it. And I was like, okay.
You
Logan has that shirt. He loves it.
go ahead and give me. Let's do a survivalist roll. You do survivalist and nature.
Oh, and nature?
Yeah, so you just add those dice together.
So 5 and 4, 9. Okay.
And you're looking
have enough dice.
for 3 successes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my! Well, it's a good thing I got several Christmas dice sets out to kind of grab all this. Okay, this is so exciting rolling this many dice. Oh yeah, I got more than 3. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 9.
So as you begin to run through your mind as to why Squeakers has a metallic taste in your mouth, you begin to have a strange aftertaste in your mouth as well, though it's not very metallic. And you go over to the pot where there's still a little bit of stew in there, and you just stir the ladle about, and then you find a small clump of a strange looking root. At some point in time, Rigby had slipped valerian root into the into the stew, which is a natural sleep aid. So you all kind of just rode the happy train to sleepland at night.
Oh dear. Well, this is definitely an ingredient in something I call sleepy time tea. So it makes sense that you've got an interesting aftertaste. Though the way you're describing it is quite interesting. But yeah, it's I can confirm he did give us a sleep agent, if you will. So, oh my, this is again either a guilty conscience that he wants to try to make right, or something much more worse. And I think with the snow, we might be able to track him down a little bit. So think positive. Let's go ahead and get some proper non-spiked food. Get our energy up and probably cover the trail as quickly as possible before it turns too cold. Hypothetically speaking, it is quite chilly outside. Like the others. Come on, Squeakers. I'll help you.
All right. Squeakers is going to go. How many we got? 3 of me left. Poor Priscilla is about to get the tap attack.
The tap?
The tap attack.
The
Yeah,
tap
totally wake up.
attack? Oh.
Wake up!
Put on a little makeup.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yep.
I fucking had to. I'm sorry.
So Priscilla's gonna get tapped on the shoulder until she gets woken up.
Just machine gun taps begin to vibrate into Priscilla's shoulder. Siva,
She's sound asleep.
Yeah.
you're muted. You're muted.
Yes.
Priscilla is slowly awoken by Squeakers just rapidly tapping on her shoulder.
Oh. Oh. Is it morning? Seems early.
It is. It's a little early, but
I'm still
Sure,
very
Peter
sleepy.
totally wake you up.
Why are we?
We have to track down people. We gotta go.
Oh,
Wake up. We need food. We need to get out of here. I don't. Fiora told me to wake you up. And then Squeakers immediately just leaves off to the next one.
tea?
And have
tea?
Off to Talon. Same thing. Whack, 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 whack.
Now Talon gets the machine gun taps on the shoulder.
Sure, at
Talon
some
is
point,
also
Squeaker's-
sound asleep.
Right?
Raven.
Why? Why am I awake?
Fiora said it was time to wake up.
Why?
There's something in the stew, and the guy left, and
Yes, usually
Fiora said wake you up.
Food is in stew.
There was something we...
Something not food?
So you have to think for a minute. Not food. She said it was for a drink. But it was in the
Stew
food.
is technically a drink.
The gears are now worrying Squeaker's head, but Squeakers does not understand.
Okay, I'm
Stew is food.
awake. I'm awake. Don't know why, but I'm awake.
And now that he's
Now.
up, running off to Rupert.
And do you machine gun tap?
Oh yeah. The way I see it, at some point, Squeaker is told to stop yelling at people to wake them up, so this is the new method.
So Rupert, much like everyone else, you awaken to multiple rapid taps on your shoulder.
It tickles! Stop it! It tickles!
We gotta wake up.
I don't wanna. It tickles. Let me sleep. I'm
Very sad.
hungry.
Fiora
Huh?
said it's time to wake up.
Who said what now?
You gotta wake up.
Who said why?
Fiora said it was time to wake up.
Okay, but why? Fine.
You get the same repeated message that I've said twice now. I'm just not doing it again.
That's very, very annoying. Ugh.
It works though.
Okay, I'm awake. What do you want?
Fiora said it was time to wake up.
I heard it the first time. What do you want?
You to wake up.
Clearly already done. Are we done here?
For now.
Cool. And then he just turns around.
Does he really start going back to sleep?
He turns around like he's gonna.
You get machine gun tapping again.
Okay,
There we go.
fine. Ugh, I swear. Ugh. He'll wake up, but he'll begrudgingly and very sleepily drag his butt back to the group.
I'm sorry, the fact that I'm seeing you with the cheeks, it's like really
Yes.
putting me in character for your character.
It's totally not done on purpose.
All right, as the grogginess begins to wear out of everybody's mind and you all begin to wake up, the realization that yes, you are missing one mouse from the camp at this point in time, along with a specific journal.
While everyone was getting woken up and getting up, since I was the first one that was awoken, I'll have probably made some tea or something for everyone to help wake them up in the morning.
As long as you don't make it out of the same route.
Well, depends on how much we want to get done today. I know everybody was looking forward to a long night of rest, but unfortunately our new friend Rigby has absconded in the night and we must give chase.
Indeed. We'll need to follow the trail as quickly as possible, it seems like.
Poking my head outside real quick. Is there still snow on the ground, and does it appear as if it has snowed at all during the night?
Let's see. Are you trained in weather-wise?
That's a good question.
I know someone's a weather watcher. I think it was
That's
Rupert.
right.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got
sorry.
2 points in Weather Watcher.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead
nice.
and give me let's go ahead and do a weather watcher roll from you. And we'll
Can I assist him?
yeah, which that will give you an extra d6. And we'll go off of nature as well. Or no, we'll go off of will. I'm sorry, we go off of will for this.
All right, that's not bad. That's going to be 8 die that I'm rolling. Wow, that's awful. That's terrible. 2 successes.
So you stick your head out. And yes, there's still snow on the ground. And much to your dismay, it looks like, yes, it did snow quite a bit last night, as any sign of tracks have vanished from around the area.
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Go on.
The good news is all of the fresh snow is very, very pretty. The bad
Aw.
news is that all of the fresh snow is very, very pretty.
Ah, yes. Well, who has a very strong nose? Who has a very strong sense of smell? We are clearly in his place, find something that smells like him and try to track him that way, perhaps?
Sorry, I'm all ears, not so much nose.
Unfortunately, I am too. Trying to see.
What would that be? One.
It might be an actual trait. I don't know what the trait's called, but I think it's an actual
Yeah.
trait. But I
Yeah.
do have natural bearings to maybe help if all else fails.
Yeah, so natural bearings allows you to pretty much to like send yourself and be able to figure out which direction you're facing and where you need to go to find shelter or society.
Mhm.
It unfortunately won't help you track down somebody who has
Oh.
absconded in the middle of the night and now has the cover of a fresh snow to their advantage.
I need to see what the levels do. I have a lot of traits.
The trait you're thinking of, Zoro, is Wolf's Snout.
Oh, that's what it is. Because I know I have deep ear, and I know they covered kind of the different senses. So yeah. Well, I do know we have a couple of people that are quite good at tracking. Obviously, it'll prove a bit more difficult than what we would like, but all hope is not lost. We just need to kind of pick up the scent, as it were. And we do know that we need to go somewhat northward, so we have at least a general direction. It's just a matter of where and how far. Did you read anything in the book, old friend, of perhaps maybe some more details of where possibly they went? And maybe we can follow from there.
Was there any indication in the journal that might give us maybe a source of where this spell was observed? Or no, I guess those 2 pages that had the spell on it were added later, weren't they? They weren't part of the original.
The spell,
Unless he was lying to us.
the spell itself was like on like a little like almost in the just like in the corner of a page, but he said that the pages themselves were added in there by somebody else, that wasn't the paper that he had used. And he had pointed out to where like the difference in the papers to you all the night before. Let me see. Though I will like you did do a a bit of a read through on the journal itself, and there wasn't really any sort of mention as to where he goes or anything. It almost seems like he's taken like great detail as to not to reveal the location of the tall folk to people. Either that for being to protect curious mice who want to go see giant beings, or if this is more of a selfish reason and it's his own, personal hobby he doesn't want to share with anyone. But there wasn't any sort of indication as to where he learned the spell or where he observed it. Just it was a group of tall folk in the forest at one point in time. And like a lot of the notebook was just short blurbs and notations of what he observed the tall folk doing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll turn back to Fiora here. I'm afraid there was nothing in the journal that might indicate where he has run off to. Unfortunately, I think we just need to do our best to look for any tracks he may have left, and failing that, we just resume our trek following where we believe the goose went.
Unfortunate, but we have learned with this group that we do have a variety of skill sets to get us through it. I know a couple of us are great with tracking in different ways. Me being of nature, I can check for any broken twigs, any disturbed earth or snow that may seem out of place. I know some people have heightened senses, and everyone just has very good skills, and this is not our first time doing this together, so
Indeed.
let's just have faith and start going northward and see, like you said, if we can at least go to the spot we think the goose is at, and hopefully find some clues along the way.
Indeed. So while everyone is finishing up their morning tea and getting ready to go out, I will make sure to, as all good guard mice should, pack up our belongings and leave no garbage behind, and from my own personal supplies that I have brought with me, try my best to replenish any foodstuffs that we have consumed while here in this hovel.
I'm sorry,
You know what? If there's any leftover, sorry.
my sound cut out and all I heard was hovel.
Oh god, I have to say all that again. I've already forgotten every word I said.
I had looked at my phone and I was like going up through through Discord. I don't have TikTok.
Well, we know what you're doing.
I don't have TikTok.
Wow.
I don't have
Call
TikTok.
himself out.
To like send a message saying, "Hey, I don't hear anything," and then all I hear is hovel.
Oh. You can hear everything now? Does he sound good now?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay. I'm replenishing the supplies of this place before we leave.
Okay. If you are replenishing the supplies, go ahead and give me a survivalist roll and we'll add nature to it.
While he's doing that, I wouldn't mind finding any other plants and whatnot that he has left behind, including valerian root or just anything else that I could maybe use. I
could say that you can assist Robin and giving the extra D6, depending on how well Fox rolls. The success would count for both of your actions.
Okay, I will definitely assist.
Well, I rolled incredibly well. Out of 9 dice, I got 8 successes.
Dang.
So as you look around, the hovel itself doesn't really appear as if it's well stocked, or if like it could possibly have been ransacked at one point in time. But you do remember that the shelves and the supplies that are put up on, put them up in the, like against the walls and everything, are sort of like a distraction. Of course, they are of use, and if somebody were to come in and ransack it, they'd have a couple days supplies, but that would be fine. Though the hovel, for any trained mouse guard operatives, know that there are secrets, caches inside the hovel itself for supplies specifically for the guard. And you quickly find one like tucked away in the corner under a small like covering of blankets. And inside you find almost like these small bars, like Nutrigrain bar size pieces of food that seem to be like there's ones that are, I'm forgetting what it's called. Granola, that's what it is. It's like a combination of like dried pieces of fruit and granola, and other ones that look like fruitcake. And inside there, inside the cache as well, Fiora, you do find quite a bit of medicinal herbs that are meant to calm aches and pains and can be used in order to create salves and whatnot if somebody is injured.
You know what? She will be good. She already has some of that stuff like on her person, and she doesn't want to dry out the reserves here in case someone truly needs it. So she's not going to be greedy, and she'll just keep what she has.
Okay.
And yeah, but she'll of course help with anything else. Definitely gonna be greedy and grab a fruitcake because it's the holidays.
It's the holidays.
Sounds about right.
And thankfully, it's the fruitcake you can eat and not the brick.
Good.
Aw, I wanted a weaponized fruitcake.
That is that fruitcake flail. That would be devastating.
Those things probably hit like a brick.
True.
Sounds like a weapon that one of our kobolds would have had.
Absolutely. With glee.
So I'll take some of the supplies from the hidden cache and use it to restock the more open public shelves in the hovel.
Okay.
Just so there is something there for any mice that happen to be traveling through. And then I'll make sure the hidden cache is all tucked away and out of sight again.
And with 8 out of 9 successes, you are able to easily restock it to a comfortable level, so you know anybody who comes in will be taken care of. And you're able to tuck the cache away in the corner underneath the blankets again.
Well, I think it's about time that we headed out. Who's feeling confident in their tracking abilities?
I can always track things, or at least try.
It's all we can ask for.
All
Are we
right.
tracking down the goose, or are we hunting down the mouse?
Well, I think we're going to begin by trying to find Rigby's tracks, and if we cannot find Rigby's tracks, then we resume following the goose.
All right.
And I take it Talon is leading this expedition?
So it would seem.
All right, so before you roll, is anybody who is trained in survivalist or scout, are you assisting?
I think I'll assist on this one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can he
Yeah.
have more than one person
Yes.
assisting?
Yep.
You can.
I would assist as well because I have a 6 on survivalist.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah, I have a 4 in survivalist, kind of keep in to see if anything is disturbed or whatnot out of
Okay.
place.
right.
So
Do something-
that's
Outside of that might work.
mine.
Not for the tracking.
Fox, Siva, Zorro.
Though- I have a feeling Squeakers could still run security just in case while everybody else is tracking.
Absolutely.
And am I adding anything else to that outside of Scout?
It's Scout and Nature. Or I'm sorry, Will. Scout and Will.
Scout and Will. Okay. How many successes am I hunting for here?
This is gonna be rather difficult. We're gonna say you're going to need at least 6 successes.
Well, I've got 12 dice.
Damn.
And remember, 4, 5s, and 6s are successes.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 successes.
Nice. So, with everybody sort of on a shared focus, trying to track Rigby down, the first part of your journey doesn't really turn up much fruit. You begin heading towards the area where you believe the goose is at, while keeping out any sort of signs for broken twigs or a stray footprint that may have not been covered. And about an hour and a half to 2 hours into your excursion, there is a small, what looks to be snow den that has been manually built off the side of what would be the road. It doesn't sound like anybody is inside now, but given the way that the den is structured, it's easy to assume that it was something or someone mouse size that made this den, possibly to get any sort of cover from the elements.
I want to investigate the inside of it.
Okay. How are you approaching the inside of this den?
It's obviously large enough for us to comfortably get into, so shield first, to be honest.
Okay.
That way, if something lunges at me, I am at least somewhat prepared. Outside of that, just cautiously, but full intent of going in.
All right, and you slip in. There is nobody inside the den, though there are remnants of a small camp. You see a small discarded wooden bowl off, like just tucked away off into one of the side walls of this den. You even see a couple footprints in here, as the den itself provided shelter from the snow. It's quite obvious that a mouse was inside this den at some point in time. Given the contents of the den itself, you assume that they probably only have a couple more hours ahead of you. It looks at some point in time the snow got a little too heavy during the night, and they were forced to take shelter.
And there's nothing like left on the floor or anything.
Just that wooden bowl.
No, I will grab the bowl and head back outside.
Okay.
Sadly, there's not much in there. Looks to be built in a hurry more than anything. We'll probably have to keep searching, to be honest.
What is
Found
what
this,
is that?
though.
You found a bowl of some sort.
Yes. Whoever was in there left it behind.
And inside the bowl, you do see a bit of remnants of like dried oats. Though, as it's stuck to the bowl, you have a feeling that this at some point in time was either some form of oatmeal or oat porridge.
I'm gonna take the bowl and actually go over to Rupert and show him the bowl. You wouldn't be able to tell me perhaps how old this residue, this food residue is, would you?
Well, I do have him. He has some scientist stuff. He's got carpenter stuff. He's got poison-wise and he's got nut-wise. You tell me, boss. Can I tell him anything about how old that food residue is?
Oh.
Figure if
Surprised you don't
anybody,
have the smell.
I was gonna say, I figure if anybody in the group knows food, it's gonna be Rupert. So
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, it's gonna be a survival roll.
Okay.
So it's gonna be one. You're gonna get 1d6 from that. And then nature, so another 6 on top of it. And you're looking for at least 3 successes.
And scientist won't help.
No, Well, I'll ask you this: how would you like to apply scientist?
Yeah, checking how dry it is. If it crumbles to powder the moment I try to remove it from the bowl, does it taste really, really bland? Basically, all basic stuff that would allow me to date how old it is. I can't carbon date it, obviously, because we don't have tools or anything, and it's not, that level of science. But just basic experimentation of checking, like, hey, is there mold growing on it?
Sure. You know what? Yeah, go ahead and instead of doing survivalist, add your scientist to it.
Okay. So 6 dice plus the 2 points of science.
Plus the 2 points of science, yes.
And you're looking for 4, 5.
I almost want him to pull like a Sherlock's Holmes where he could like give every single like detail. Of,
Just
like,
goes
yes, this
into
ring
his
was made in the year of 2012 and
goes into the Mind Palace.
That's 6 out of 8, so we're not far from the Mind Palace.
So you take the you take a bit of like the dried residue and you kind of just like crumble it in between your fingers. You take like a quick taste and it's a very bland, very emotionless just remnants of an oat porridge. You have a feeling that it was quickly made, probably with warm water, not hot because there was no means to boil it, but he probably had some sort of stored warm water and it was just a means to keep himself warm. Given everything that you'd see in this porridge, it's possible that it's only about 4 hours old.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go, like, you see him taste it and you see his eyes kind of glaze over almost, you know what I'm saying, where he's kind of like lost in his own little bubble as Rupert just goes, oat porridge, water, bland, made with warm water, 4 years old.
Did you say 4 years old?
Oh, sorry, 4 hours old. Brain fart. That's
like,
the
oh
player.
my.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my, don't touch
4
that
years.
bed.
4 hours
No,
old.
Don't do that.
Quick,
Oh,
we need some
something like
anti-poison for him. He tasted it.
Fantastic job, Rupert. Thank you. If we continue in this direction and do our best to double our pace, we may catch up with them.
So with the success of finding this hovel and identifying how much of a head start Rigby may have on all of you, any tracking rolls made while trying to track Rigby down will have a bonus 1d6 added onto it.
Definitely still assisting too.
I see half of a cat in Raven's screen.
Oh yeah, just like perfectly.
Yeah, just perfectly in
I was
half.
thinking of like a butt or a tail.
Nope.
Nope, just perfectly down.
Yep.
Oh my.
And now the cat is crazy. So after finding this den and the remnants of Rigby's food, how are all of you proceeding?
Could we maybe like divide the role into two groups here? I'm thinking.
Yeah,
like
you can definitely split into teams.
One group is kind of doing the tracking side of it, and then maybe the other group is handling like a more Pathfinder side of it to keep our accelerated pace going.
Sure. So what we could do is we can separate into two teams here. One team will be trackers, the other team will be Pathfinders. The tracking team will go ahead and make rolls based on scout. And the Pathfinders will be rolling based off of the Pathfinder skill.
Definitely Team Pathfinder.
Yeah, so we'll have it Scout and Pathfinder rolling here. Since you are the de facto team leader here, Robin, you can go ahead and separate your party members here into which team you would like them on.
Okay. I will take Pathfinder group since I don't have Scout. That's one for Pathfinder. Fiora, what is your preference, Pathfinder or Scout?
Pathfinder. I've got
Pathfinder.
high Pathfinder-y.
Okay. I have a feeling that Talon is more Scout.
You're muted.
You're muted, but we heard you say yeah.
Very much so.
Okay. So we've got 2 on Pathfinder, 1 on Scout. Squeakers. What is Squeaker's preference between Pathfinder and Scout?
You're muted.
You're muted. Everyone's
Squeakers is
muted.
absolutely no help in either category.
I will say
Either category.
Okay,
Squeakers
so
likes to watch. For,
I will say
predators.
this. When you are doing team related things like this, you add that 1d6 onto the roll regardless.
You just won't be making the initial roll.
Like one person is going to make the roll, and depending on how many people are on a team, it will provide an additional d6 for when you are doing team rolls. Though I will say that you have to make sure that your team is quasi split evenly.
Yeah.
Like-
So that's what I was trying to get an idea of there with the questions. But I think I've kind of figured out who is where. I think Pathfinder is going to be me, Fiora, and Priscilla. And Fiora is going to be making the roll. Priscilla
Okay.
and I will be assisting. And then Scout is going to be Talon, Squeakers, and Rupert, and Talon's going to be making the roll.
Okay. So the way that this team, these team rolls work is a little different than just a separate skill check here. So what you're going to be doing is you are going to be taking your dice for the skill at hand, either Pathfinder or Scout, and you're going to be adding an additional D6 onto each roll for how many members are on your team. So should be split even here. So you're going to add additional 2d6 onto it because you do not count yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You do count yourself. You do count yourself because it is a team. You are a team of 3. You get additional 3d6. And then on top of that, you are going to add your will skill.
Oh my. I don't have enough D6s. Oh no.
Oh no, pull out the dice bag.
This is when you can tell that Zoro doesn't play rogues.
Yeah, I've got a knife.
Well,
If you
I'm
have
going to-
enough dice to roll a crit on like level 16 rogue with backstab, you're doing well.
That's fair.
look,
Okay.
I made sure I had enough D10s and D8s for my Wizzy, and I tried to play a rogue, and then we got TPK'd, so
So
For
go back to the drawing board.
so just to get an understanding here, Team Pathfinder is trying to keep an eye on the path, like trying to keep some sort of safe travel in mind as the group is going about. Team Scout is looking for Rigby, or signs of Rigby, I should say.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very Fiora, yeah.
So I will say that Team Pathfinder, because the snow, there is fresh snow about and everything, you are going to need 6 successes in order to successfully find a safe, like keep on the safe road. Team Scout, you guys are also going to need 6 successes to find any sign or get a general hint of as to where Rigby has headed. So we are going to go ahead and start with Team Scout. So that
And I'm sorry,
is
it's 4, 5, 6 for successes.
4,
correct?
5, and 6. So
Okay.
Raven, go ahead and make the rolls for Team Scout.
So many dice. I love rolling all these shiny
4,
dice.
5, 6, 7 successes.
7 successes, very nice. So that is a pass. And then for Team Pathfinder,
Oh no, when we do the campaign, I'm gonna have to get more dice. Oh no.
oh no, you have to buy more
Oh no,
dice.
dice shopping?
Oh my, that's a
You don't-
lot of.
Oh no, you
Lord.
have to buy a block of D6s.
I mean, that's what I did here, but let's be honest, I'm gonna buy full sets too.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, handful of threes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is 8 out of 13.
8 out of 13 successes, perfect. So as you are making your way through the forest farther north, thankfully for Team Pathfinder, while there was a very heavy snow at the night, the large posts that have been placed at various lengths along the roads that you have made during the spring are still tall enough to stick up from the out of the snow. So you just continue to follow these little travel posts, making sure that the group stays on a safe and, well, less dangerous path. Team Scout, because of the safe path walking, again, it takes a little bit of time, but about another hour into your travels, you begin to see footprints in the snow, as it looks like Rigby was traveling when the snow had stopped falling. You now have a direct path to follow. But you come up to a rather strange area. Strange tripwires just seem to be cut and left about, strung about on high places, on trees and in bushes. Though the wires themselves don't look like they're fresh. They've been here for some time. And you all get this memory of poor Rupert in a situation as to where he was caught up on these a year past.
I forgot about that.
Though, unfortunately for you, this area is occupied. As seemingly scrounging for any sort of possible scrap of food, you see a young fox.
No.
Not fully grown, but
Yeah, it's
not
bigger.
not a child.
Ooh. Oh my.
Though it hasn't seen you just yet. But before we get to what happens next, we're gonna take a short break here. So we can get up, stretch our legs, get something to drink and everything, and do our drawing for December. So if you want a chance to win some bacon and eggs dice, go ahead and use !December. And when we get back, we will do the drawing for that. But do not worry if you are not selected for that giveaway, as we will be giving away a second pair of dice later on in the evening. But for now, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so.
Bye-bye.
least I
And we're
fixed the
back.
weird rattle.
Oh, hello.
Why?
Hello.
I'm back.
We are back.
Hello.
Hello.
Feet.
So, before we get into the ordeal with the fox here, let's go ahead and do a dice giveaway.
Yeah, so I'll give everyone just a few more moments to get in on it if they haven't yet and would like to by typing !Dicember in the Twitch chat. Otherwise, we'll be closing and drawing.
Yay. And then we got one more later.
All right, who is our lucky potential winner?
Of course, the
Tiger.
last minute person,
Tiger.
like literally seconds.
Last minute.
That's funny. Rigged.
But you do have to tell us what it is you won. Math rocks. That'll do it. Yep.
All right, so I'm putting us on the AFK screen for just a second. Go ahead and keep doing your thing. I forgot to open up the book.
Congrats.
I will note your name in our spreadsheet here. Don't be sad, though, for those that entered and did not win, because we're going to be opening up another one immediately. I will actually post a picture of the dice in Twitch chat that we are about to give away.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And this is another one that I will absolutely be getting in on.
So pretty.
They're glow in the dark
So-
too.
A good chunk of the dice I got are glow in the dark.
That way you can see them as you eat them. Don't eat dice.
Wait, I
Those with
didn't
the
know.
same color as like the blue
yeah.
whale candies.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. This is one of the dice I want.
I
Okay,
have
so
so many of that color, I can't really justify getting them.
I don't
Yeah.
have enough.
the giveaway is open. All you have to do is type !Dicember in the chat. The same rules that we always have apply. If you're entering it for you, not for anyone else. You got to be present when the drawing happens, which will be at the end of the stream. You have to tell us what it is you won. If your name is drawn, you have to be a member of our Discord, and you cannot win more than once within a week or more than twice total.
Does anybody remember the page I gave you in the book for the combat table? Is it 91?
100 and something, I thought.
Ah, here we go. I think I found it. Yes, I found
Now
it.
I need to
Cool.
open up the book. Where's me scarred?
What's the page number?
The page that you are looking for the conflict resolutions for that table is page 109.
Okay, because I actually did a screenshot of it and cut it out and put it in the front of my book, but I didn't put the page number on.
Sorry, page what?
109.
109.
9. Yeah. Look at that. I had everything ready.
Oh yeah, the maneuvers.
Yeah, I actually did the very grade school thing. It works.
There it is. I remember I lived on page 111 for a lot of this.
Okay. So it has not seen you yet, but there is a young fox, its face currently rustling through a bush, almost as if it thought it had found something, giving all of you either the advantage of surprise or a means to maybe slink away. It is up to you.
Could I make a determination as to how likely it would be that we could slink away? Maybe using my predator wise.
Yes, you most
'Cause I
definitely
know
can.
that foxes have a very, very keen sense of smell and hearing. So.
Yep.
Mhm.
What
It,
other thing gets added to
it will be
predator-wise?
your will.
Will, okay. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. There's so many ones.
Oh no.
There's so many ones.
Any success?
2 successes.
2 successes.
Out of 8 dice, there's 2
Out of 8
successes.
dice. Ow.
That's painful.
So maybe it's your years catching up to you, Robin, but you feel a bit of
Ouch.
panic in your chest. Your heart begins to speed up a bit as you have a sense that trying to sneak away from this creature could almost spell certain death for at least one of the mice under your control. Those who are more akin to sneaking and hiding may have a chance, but to those who aren't necessarily scouts or warriors, they could be in danger.
I think Fiora probably notices because she's known Robin the longest. In the past, he's usually been pretty quick to make a determination or pretty quick to present options to the mice that he's tutoring. But in this moment, the expression on his face is of someone that seems to have forgotten what the right action is to do in this moment. Somebody that you know at one time knew without hesitation what to do, but now in his advanced age cannot seem to quite grasp the right move for this particular situation. And he looks around at the rest of the mice and does the one thing that he knows he can do, and that is maneuvers himself to the front of the group to put himself between the mice under his care and the predator in front of them.
Are you all right, Robin? Your chest is going up and down quite a bit.
I don't I don't think this is a situation we can flee from. At least, not without some amount of sacrifice.
Well, we can always try to sneak past. I know their sense of smell can be quite strong, so even if we try to sneak away entirely, it could pick up the trail.
I'm not sure if I have the finesse to make such a getaway anymore, Fiora. However, I will not stop the rest of you from going forward. And I am happy to watch your backs.
You're not leaving yourself behind, though, right? You're coming
No,
along.
of course not, but
Good.
I am, I think, the slowest of the group at the moment. So I am happy to take up the rear.
Well, if it helps, you know I like to use the forest as a natural deterrent at times. You remember the spider? I was able to help move the spider away. Now, I'm not saying this will be as successful, but it may certainly help. But I do know that if, because of their strong sense of smell, foxes don't like certain scents, it actually kind of makes their nose twitch and sometimes even make them go away. One of them actually is pepper. I could sprinkle some pepper, I'd put it in a cloth and throw it like a little grenade and kind of scatter it over in an area away to kind of deter it from getting closer to us for us to buy a little bit of time to at least get by.
If that is a deterrent for them, would we be able to just cover ourselves with it to make it less likely to make a snack out of us?
Well, we could. It's also sort of thinking it was a way to have it eventually pick up the scent, not like it, and sort of shoo itself away to give us some more time. But we can also do an extra measure and sprinkle some on us too.
Whatever you think is the appropriate course of action here, Fiora, I'm afraid I'm feeling a little bit lost at the moment.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, this is a team. Not everything has to be on your shoulders just because you are leader. You leaders are allowed to look to the group for help. And I think I know a certain mouse that would be perfect for this job. As she gestures over to Rupert.
And as you gesture over to Rupert, the fox looks up out of the bush and starts just peering around. I'm going to make a nature roll for the fox to see if it notices the group. It's a nature roll of 7. It's a nature roll of 7. I must get 5 successes in order for that to spot you.
Snipies, no sniping.
Okay. So it looks around and it quickly hops into another bush.
Okay. We best be quick if we're gonna do anything.
What you want me to do about it?
Oh, hello, Rupert. I have this pouch of pepper, and I know you are quite good with a slingshot. If you don't mind shooting it not at the fox, but close to it, and have it hit something so that the strand on it is very loose, so all it has to do is make impact with something to sort of burst open. to help us buy some time to sneak by.
It's fine.
I have faith in you.
That makes one of us. Okay.
Oh, come now. I've seen you with that before. You are very good in it, so everyone else will need to be on their toes. So we can try to sneak by as quickly and quietly as possible.
Serious?
Okay. And if I get this correctly, you're gonna load the little pepper ball into the slingshot and shoot it near the fox.
That is correct.
Okay. So in order for this to go, it's going to be your fighter and your health.
Okay.
So it'll be a total of 6. Because you don't have technically a skill in fighter, but that means it's a minimum of 1. And then your health is 5, so it'd be a
Correct.
total of 6 dice.
Correct. By the way, are we still counting like successes for advancement and all that, or not really?
Not for this, no. Like if
No,
if this was a like a campaign, then yeah. But because this is just
No,
like
I was
one
just
shot.
wondering. I remember you had us
Ooh.
count them at the last one, so I didn't know if that still mattered or not.
Right.
Okay, so let's do this.
And I rolled in opposition to you.
You're not gonna believe me. I rolled all successes.
Nice. I rolled
Damn.
I
Nat
rolled
6.
2 successes.
Okay.
So you line that shot up. And are you aiming it at the fox or just near it? Because from where you're standing, you've got a clear shot right at that snout.
I mean, if I can, the problem with on the snout, it might. No, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, right on the snout. Let's go. Blind the damn thing.
And
Yes!
like sniper-like position, sniper-like precision. You just see Rupert load that little pepper ball into his slingshot, pull it back, and just launch it, and it just rips across the little field you're in, smacks the fox like right on the side of its nose, and just explodes in a haze of pepper. And there it gives a surprised yelp, and then it starts sneezing and shaking its head, and it bolts.
I did this.
Well done, Rupert.
I did
See?
this.
You need to have more faith.
I chased off a fox.
I'm gonna say because of that, Rupert,
Mm-hmm.
you at the moment are inspired,
Okay.
meaning your dice rolls will have an extra d6 added on to them,
Nice.
as you are feeling a little bit indestructible now, as you just one-tapped a fox and made it run off.
Where do I put the inspired thing? Is that somewhere in the sheet, or is it just? I just remember it. I think I just have to remember it.
I think so,
I think so, yeah.
because technically,
I'll just
yeah,
remember it. No, we're good.
technically your condition right now is healthy.
Yeah, I'll just add it and just put inspired in the
Yeah.
sheet for now.
because it looks like when I look at the conditions, it's like healthy, which is positive, and everything else is negative.
Yeah, I'll just add it as an extra in the gear for now, and I'll just
Yep.
remember it that way.
Okay.
No, he's definitely quite like, oh, I did this type of moment.
See now, old friend, you can take your time.
Good job, both of you. Very quick thinking. Let's not waste any more time and keep moving.
Yeah, we're definitely keeping an ear open for anything else, or this thing trying to come back around for us or whatnot as we're heading out.
Okay.
With those satellite dishes to use.
Yep. So are you sticking with the same team setup as scouting and pathfinding, or are you just following the tracks that were like left by who you assume to be Rigby? Is there very
I think
clear footprints?
I think going with the team setup again, since we are trying to move at a faster pace to catch up with them, trying to keep that path clear and
So
keep an eye on those tracks.
this time around, it's still going to be Scout to continue following the tracks. But instead of Pathfinder, it's going to be Survivalist because you are off-road at this moment. You have gone off of the main road and you are now making your way through the wooded area. So I'm going to need a team for Survivalist and a team for Scout.
Okay, we'll keep the same teams, and Talon will be doing the role for Scout, and Priscilla will be doing the role for Survivalist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it will be 3d6 added onto your Survivalist skill, Priscilla.
Which is another 6.
Which is another 6. And then you are going to add your will on top of that.
Oh, another 3. That's a...
For Scout, it's going to be Scout roll with will, but because you have the tracks assisting you, you can add another d6 onto that.
Will team d6. Okay.
Yep. So let's go ahead and let's start with the Scouts.
Just
This time
manhandle all these d6s.
This time around, you still need 6 successes. And for the Survivalist, same thing, 6 successes.
Actually, out of all this pile of dice, I've got 10 successes.
Jesus.
Nice.
Like 3 and higher is a
Nice.
success, right? Or is 3 no?
4.
4 or higher.
Oh, that takes it down a little tiny bit. Okay.
Yeah, 4 or
And how
5.
many do I need?
Not my much
You-
though.
You need 6.
There's a lot of 5s and 6s there. So actually
Nice.
that gives me 8 successes.
Okay, that's
And
still a
I've
pass.
got 6.
There you go. So thankfully, just following these tracks, it is quite obvious that they were left by a scout mouse, just because of the careful placement of the footsteps and the pathways that they are taking. Even off-road, they're making sure to stay away from any sort of foot tangles or any sort of like briar bushes or anything of that matter. So just by sticking to the footprints, sticking to what your training has taught you, you're able to follow it to like a small frozen stream of water. Now, not normally, you remember crossing a river at one point in time the previous year. Though it led you cross river into a small encroachment of rocks where you encountered the rogue mouse and the goose. These footprints seemingly stop at the riverbank and appear on the other side. But instead of heading towards the encroachment of rocks, it goes off to the northeast.
And just a quick scan around the area, aside from the footprints that we're following, doesn't seem to be anything else kind of standing out as odd or out of place.
Not really, no. You do know that it's going to be a little bit of a chore getting across the river if you were to go across by, well, not really a river now, a stream, going across by foot because it is frozen. You're not sure the durability of the ice, and ice on paws isn't really a good feeling. You do recall that there was a small gathering of rocks further up the way, that you can hop across if you wanted to make a trek up the bank of the stream a little further, though it looks like the individual that you were following was able to cross the ice by foot.
Squeakers, I believe
Yes.
this is a task for you. I would like you to determine for us, please, if you could, if that ice is thick enough to hold our weight as we cross one at a time.
It's Squeakers. Being the straightforward mouse that he is. He's just gonna start walking across the ice to see if it breaks.
Okay.
Sorry, Fox.
Because
This is on you. You knew better.
Not what I had in mind, but you do you.
because I'm looking at it and there's like no survival,
No.
anything like that. So Squeakers, this is going to be a survivalist roll, which is going to be a 1 for you,
Okay.
and then I'm going to call it a nature roll. You're just surviving off of the natural Squeakers instincts here.
Yes, I am.
So go ahead and give me the 5d6 roll here, because you gave a instruction to Drax and Drax is following it literally.
I just wanted to include everyone, man.
Squeakers is being included.
yes, he is. That's gonna be 2 successes. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
So with all the confidence and swagger that Squeakers can muster, very confidently just begins strolling out into the middle of the ice. And Squeakers, it isn't too long until you hear a crack. And you begin to see just the small outline of just that spider web like shattering of ice underneath your feet. As one foot gives way, as you sort of sink into the ice, into the ice cold water underneath it. Struggling a bit, you start, flailing your arms, trying to hold on to the sides of the ice, and it's a bit slippery as your other foot goes into the water now, and it is ice cold. This is like the most cold you have ever experienced in your life. As a quick reaction here, what is the group doing to try to save Squeakers?
Oh my, we need to get some rope
Have rope.
or twig.
I'm
long
going to
twig.
call out, Squeakers, lie down.
Squeakers is sort of like halfway in the ice, kind of just like trying to
He
clamber
can't
out.
lie down. Oh.
Yeah.
Squeakers is
Lie
making
down
my
and
wings
just
shake.
sing.
Yeah.
I've got rope. I would like to throw the rope to Squeakers and hold on and get everyone to hold on to the other end.
Okay.
And
So,
I would also like to do a thing in conjunction with this.
and what would you like to do?
I would like to take my long walking staff that I've been using, and just slide it across the ice to Squeakers, so they can grab onto it and kind of flop the front of their body on top of it to help distribute that weight a lot more across the surface of the ice.
Okay. So I will say with the assistance of the staff, and you are throwing a rope out to Squeakers.
Yes.
What skill would you like to use to perform this rescue operation?
Oh my god, drowning mouse is not a skill.
Drowning wise, Baywatch wise.
Forest wise?
Water wise?
Forest wise could work. I'll say that forest wise could work because there are numerous like bodies of water across the forest, and you've probably had to do a bit of training before of how to catch somebody in a rapid or whatnot. So sure, go ahead and we will use forest wise, but in this sense we are going to use health as well, as this is going to be
Okay.
based off of Talon's strength.
Okay. Am I getting any assistance with this little?
Is anyone grabbing the rope as Talon?
Oh, yes.
Show of hands, who's grabbing the
Yes.
rope?
What skill do we need to grab the rope?
You don't need a skill. This is just providing assistance. So we've got 3 people doing that.
Yeah, I think I'm busy throwing my staff over,
Okay.
so I wouldn't be
So
there to
add
hold it.
another
So
3d6
that's-
onto that.
Health, that. Okay.
Okay.
That is 4 successes.
4 successes. You throw the rope out, and it goes a little off to the side, out of Squeaker's Squeaker's reach. Squeakers.
Yes.
It's
It's cold and probably making the same noises his name
Yep.
for.
At the moment, Squeakers, because you are in this ice cold water for so long, I am going to need you to take the injured state.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, no.
I know that button. I saw it on here somewhere. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So pretty much, this is a
Yep.
minus 1d6 roll with your skills. Nature, will, and health. I can't even read that. That is so tiny print.
But not recovery.
Okay. Minus 1d to skills, nature, will, and health, but not recovery. Got you. Okay. So Squeakers, what I need from you is I need you to give me a health roll to stay conscious. This is gonna be, you're gonna be making 4d6 here.
Yep, because the -1.
Yep.
That could be 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. You're cold, but maybe it's keeping you, maybe that with the adrenaline running through your system at the moment is keeping you awake. But you know, if you don't get out of here soon, you are going to pass out and possibly freeze to death. Coming back to the group, as that staff is helping, but you
Can I pull the rope back and try again?
Yep, you can whip the rope back and try throwing again here.
Okay. Round 2 of throw rope. Oh, that's way better. That's 8 successes.
8 successes. With a bit more conviction and a bit more focus, you spin the rope over your head and you throw it out, and it lands right on top of Squeakers' hands. Squeakers grabs hold of the rope and just waits for all of you to pull. And you quickly pull him up out of the ice and like out of the water and across the ice back to the bank. And by the time he gets there, Squeakers is visibly shivering.
It's not safe to cross.
So I will pull him further away from the edge of the water and sit him up and then take off my cloak and use it to start drying off his fur as best I can. When I asked you to check the ice, that is not what I had in mind, Squeakers. Not what I had in mind at all.
But we found the answer.
We did, but I would prefer not to find it at your expense next time.
I'm
You
fine.
You are not fine, Squeakers.
I actually have a blanket in my gear and I'm gonna take that out and
Sort
try
of
to
wrap
help
him.
as well. Just
Yeah.
layers, yeah. Just be like, oh goodness, here you go. Oh,
If
that's not good.
Squeaker's gonna reach up and start fumbling with the clasp of his own cloak as it is drenched underneath there.
Oh yeah, I'll help. I'll help him take his cloak off, and he can
You,
replace it with my cloak.
those of you who are seasoned scouts, or those of you who are more of the healing variety, know you need to get this young mouse to someplace warm and dry. Being here out in the snow is not going to be beneficial to him.
Would we potentially quickly, with a couple of us, make a micro underground burrow to be in?
Fire going.
Yeah, you can try to dig some sort of like emergency burrow, kind of like what Rigby did, but maybe clear away some of the snow and hope the ground isn't too hard to
Is there how close are we to a tree? That's the better question.
Oh, there are trees all around.
Okay, so we're gonna do that, but butt it up against what would be the side of a tree
Okay.
and dig down towards where the roots are.
Okay. So, this will be a survivalist roll with Will, and if anybody is assisting with that, if you are a trained survivalist.
How about someone with survival starts this entire process?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
I could do
I will
that.
voice the idea, and that's about as far
Okay.
as I'm going.
So
I can do that.
So Priscilla is going to begin building like a small shelter, like little igloo set up around the base of a tree. Any of you other survivalists can assist if you wish.
I would like to assist, but in a different way. So since they are digging, I would like to, because I was gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm like, oh, let's do it near a tree, and try to find the like sticks and twigs to start getting firewood together to as soon as they're done, we can start getting that all set up.
Right on. Sparkles Mandy, thank you for that raid.
Amazingly.
Yeah, so
Like a real
as
shelter.
yeah, as you go out and you begin gathering wood and everything, I will allow that to be an extra d6 to the survivalist roll for Priscilla. So Priscilla, you're gonna roll survivalist plus your will plus an extra d6.
Okay, all right. And the other thing I'm going to do before I start to dig is I'm going to fish the large square of silk I have out of my little pack, and I'm going to form it into sort of like a cloak jacket thing and throw it over Robin to protect him somewhat because he's given away his.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get that survivalist roll from you.
Oh dear, got one in my sleeve. Oh, that's not bad at all. It has to be 4 or higher, so that's 3, 6, 8 successes and 2 non.
Perfect. You expertly begin to assemble this small burrow around like the base of this tree, and in no time you're able to transport Squeakers inside. Fiora, you thankfully enough find enough dry wood in order to bring into the burrow to begin to light a small fire to generate warmth inside. Because of this, Squeakers, you will not be taking the sick condition.
Yeah.
Yay!
And
Only
we can also
another
bring
time for the
any.
hypothermia kicks in.
We can also bring spare wood inside to dry by the fire.
Yeah, definitely doing the thing where I grab a couple of sticks as well, just like some nice sturdy ones, and kind of stick them like 2 poles at an angle, and I'm gonna grab Squeaker's cloak and kind of have it lay over so it's kind of spread out a little bit and have it start to dry.
Okay.
We should probably take additional. Fiora, could you get more of those sticks? Because we should dry
Of
off
course.
Robin's cloak too. It's a little
Yes,
well.
of course. Did you want to say something, Rupert?
Not in character, but yeah, out of character. So while they're all doing this, Rojan, when you have a minute, then you can loop back to Rupert. He's got something he'd like to work on.
Sure thing. So as everyone is working to get the firewood and get the encampment set up, what was Squeakers doing? Not Squeakers, Rupert.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, considering what just happened with the not clearly not frozen enough river, I'd like to dig under the snow and see if I can find some old autumn leaves under the snow. The bigger, the better.
Yeah. You definitely can attempt that. Where is Rupert here? What skill would you like to use for that?
Digging up snow, I mean.
Well, you're specifically looking for the autumn leaves is what you're looking for.
Any leaves really, but they're probably just going to be autumn leaves at this point. I'm not going to find fresh leaves in the middle of winter.
Okay, so in order to like better determine what skill you should use here, what are you planning to use the leaves for?
Once I've found them, I'd like to have one that I'll keep horizontal, maybe grab one of those little sticks that they're messing around with, and then stick another leaf vertical in it, and sort of kind of use those to glide across the ice. Basically making like, not really like surfboards, but like miniature boats / surfboards for us to get
Scientist.
God, we are big braining this shit.
Scientist
My God.
will work for this.
I
So-
do have boat crafter
Yeah.
real quick.
Okay,
It's
so
the same number of dice. It
you
changes nothing.
you can use scientist or boat crafter. That is up to you. But this will also be based off of your will. So
Will?
it's
Okay.
going to be an additional 3, so it's going to be a total of 5d6.
5d6. All right, let's see it.
Big braining a lot of things this episode. My goodness.
Yep.
You guys.
That is only 3 out of 5 this time.
3 out of
Oh.
5.
Squeakers is a simple mouse.
So you're just attempting to just glide across the ice right now?
Well, it's just to use any form of like winter wind. Again, whether or not we're gonna have any wind, I'd have to probably make a weather watching check. But yeah,
before you set out, go ahead and give me a weather watcher because you are proficient in that.
okay.
I can assist with that.
Technically you could, but you are at the moment building.
I'm busy.
the
I'm busy
shelter.
digging a hole.
Yes.
Flat
Okay.
weather watcher. Or do I have anything
will.
for that?
Add your will.
Will as well.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3 as well. Let's see. Sorry, there's a lot of dice here. That is 6 out of 9.
6 out of 9. Damn. So you set up
We have a lot of dice.
you set up your little dice and you catch a small breeze and you go gliding across the ice. And as you're going across, you notice that hole where Squeakers had fallen in, you can see around the area that patch of ice had been intentionally weakened. As somebody was going across it, they were chipping at the ice, almost trying to to entrap somebody or try to slow somebody down from following them.
Sabotage.
But you're able to
so we'll-
slide across the ice to the other side safely. As you can see that the rest of the ice is safe to walk across. It was just that small area was damaged. And unfortunately, Squeaker stepped on a weak spot and fell in.
Okay. Yeah, we'll pitter patter across and just explain all that to. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Fox, what was your mouse's character again? I'm so sorry. I'm drawing a blank on the name.
Robin.
Robin. There we go. And we'll actually tell all that to Robin, since he's our commanding officer here. It seems they weakened the ice on purpose. The rest of the river is safe to cross.
That's good news, I suppose, that we can cross. Great work, Rupert. Very, very good work.
It also seems that it was intentionally weakened where Squeakers walked to slow us down, maybe.
That is unfortunate. I'd been holding out hope that perhaps Rigby was just feeling guilty for being the cause of Timothy's disappearance, but it seems now a little more nefarious, doesn't it?
He nods and also kind of shrugs. I just was checking the river to figure out where we wanted to go, but that's about it.
Well, you did
Thanks,
good.
boss.
You did good, very good. And
Yeah, treat
Squeakers.
for me. He grabs a treat and just chucks it in his cheek pouch.
Squeakers, clearly what happened was not a fault of yours, so don't take this shortfall to heart. A similar situation has happened to all of us, and will happen to all of us again at some point in our careers. It is just part of learning as a mouse guard.
Shortfall, but Squeakers found where the weak spot was. Good thing.
True. Yes. Just going forward, perhaps be a little less literal and a little more cautious.
Squeakers is brave. No need caution.
Well, caution is an important part of bravery.
Squeakers just looks confused. The numbers are flying by, but Squeakers can't catch them.
Just think about those words for a while.
Yes, okay.
Would Priscilla be able to do something else?
Sure. Well, what are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is I'm going to take off a metal thimble. I'm going to fill it with snow and fire.
You are cutting out like a lot at the moment.
Like every
I'm
other
sorry.
word, yeah.
Oh, is this better?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to take my hat off. It's a metal. I'm going to fill it with snow and set it by the fire here, and we can make some warm water to make a warm drink for Squeakers.
Sounds like a fantastic idea.
Okay. And this is to like warm Squeakers up.
Mm-hmm. So Squeakers can have a warm drink.
Okay, so this definitely can be used as a healer roll in order to remove the injured condition from Squeakers. However, I must warn that failed healer rolls can lead to something more permanent against those who you are trying to heal.
Could I just get the water ready and leave it to, say, Fiona to use it appropriately? Would that be okay?
Funny enough, I was already thinking about potentially heating up a little teapot since she's got her little travel teapot.
Oh, you've got something. Oh, okay, I wasn't.
I just didn't want to impose.
I will say that you can assist in that, so the two of you can work together. So yeah, if you want Fiona to make that healing roll, you can definitely gather that snow up and begin to melt it down while she works on like some sort of tea or tincture or something to warm up and energize Squeakers, so he's able to warm up and there isn't any like permanent damage to his body. So we will go with a healer roll plus a d6 for the assistance, and we will use will as well.
Well, that's my whole thing is healer, so where is... You said Will?
Will.
2, 3, 4. Okay. Wait, hold on. I got 5 in healer. This way. 4 in Will. And then the assistants. Okay, there we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. So just for flavor, can you describe what you are making with this water that Priscilla has warmed up?
So, because she was so thoughtful and made this water, she's not doing her traditional herbal tea. She wants something to give some vitality. Because herbal tea is always very like soothing and whatnot, but no, we need to kind of a little pep in the step. So she's gonna use a handful like berries and make a berry. Plus berries are great for like antitoxins and sugars and stuff anyway to kind of help. And so yeah, so it's like a little bit of like berries and cranberries and stuff like that to make it more of a hot tea. Of course, we want to keep Squeakers cold or warm, but it's going to be all berry based. So she's kind of, as Priscilla is heating up the water, she has her little I forgot what it's called. It's a little jar with a stick when you
Mortar and
mash all
pestle.
the herbs and stuff. Yeah. So she's doing that, so she still has like a little bit of like mint leaves and whatnot to still give it that little herbal vitality, but it's a lot of berries as well as she tries to put that in the pot and let it brew for Squeakers. And she's of course making enough for everybody because she doesn't want to leave everyone out.
So Squeakers, you can remove the injured condition from your character, as this will mark you back up to healthy.
Awesome.
No frostbite sets in. You don't have to lose any limbs or anything.
No toe.
I keep on my toes.
We saved the toe.
Despite her best effort.
Yeah, you said keep Squeakers cold. I'm like, damn, that's mean.
I meant help Squeakers cold, and I just meant the wording wrong. I want to keep them cold.
I need toe for my collection.
You need a toe for your collection? I didn't know Niall was around here.
She'd take a tail.
Okay, so you spend probably about a good hour and a half in your little dig out here, making sure that Squeaker's cloak dries. He's got function and feeling back in his legs, and his shivering has stopped.
Like every 15 minutes, 20 minutes, someone has to convince Squeakers to sit back down because we have to stay here. Fine, I can go on. I can go on. It's not that cold.
It's okay, I can take it.
Well, of course, we've been in the cold for quite some time too, traveling. So there's plenty of tea for everyone to warm up as well.
Thank you for that. That is very, very helpful.
Of course, I'm just glad we can make it across now, though we should probably keep an eye out on any more weak spots, intentional weak spots, and natural, just in case. Now that we know what we're looking for.
And going forward, it would be a good idea, I think, for us to keep an extra eye out for additional traps.
I think Alan is very good at perhaps spotting those.
I can always try.
So
Although Rupert was able to find them too, so I think they could tag team it very well together.
Yes.
So is the plan to head out across the ice again, or are you heading upstream to those jumping rocks to get across.
Pansies.
I think heading across the ice, once Squeakers appears well enough to resume travel.
Okay. So
I think everybody is going to be holding on to a rope in the process.
now the question is, are you heading across one at a time, or are you going as a group?
Well, one at a time, I think. One person goes across with one end of the rope. Somebody stays on the other end, holding the other end of the rope, and then we go one at a time, holding onto it.
How wide is the stream river in actual feet?
In like human feet?
Yeah, like,
How about most?
or how long wide is it for us?
For you, if we were to knock this down and say mouse wise, you're probably looking at a good 15 feet across.
Okay, that's not unreasonable.
But yeah, since since Rupert was able to find a safe way across just by going across it one at a time with the assistance of the rope, you don't even have to roll, as you all make it across without a problem.
Imagine it's in mice feet. It's like, that's pretty far. About 20,000 feet. I think we can make it. It's a puddle. 20,000. Oh god, it's gonna take us 5 days.
It's like it's like the great thing about Mouse Guard though is kind of like what they did with Redwall, to where like, yes, they're mice, they're rats, they're badgers, but it's pretty much human, Goliath, elf, so just like the basic sizes. It's just you're just shrunk down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
To where wild animals like foxes and wolves are like dragons.
Say
Yeah.
birds.
Birds,
Terrifying.
where every bird is a rock.
And spiders are
Spiders.
still spiders because they're still giant spiders.
But you make your way across the frozen stream, and as you get to the other side, Talon, you notice that there is a arrow stuck in like a sandbank with like soft green fletching. It looks like the arrow, or one of the arrows that Rigby carried. Though you do notice that near the arrow itself is like a little splatter of blood. And you can see large, like, I would say goose prints in the snow as well. And it looks like, just judging from the collection of footprints and the from the mouse prints and the goose prints, it looks like the goose is trying to stomp on Rigby.
That seems like a goose thing to do.
Definitely going in the right direction. That's very reassuring.
And I toss the arrow back to Robin.
But now I'm a little bit confused. The trap on the ice seems nefarious of him, but here it looks like he was, I don't know, fighting with the goose?
I think so.
Which is it? Is he with the goose? Is he not with the goose? Is he feeling guilty about the whole thing? Or is he the one behind the whole thing? I'm feeling a little bit lost at the moment.
I'd like to think he felt pretty guilty about Timothy taking things quite literally and felt bad for the poor boy. So
But
I feel
then
like it's more of a guilty conscience.
why leave a deadly trap for us to fall into?
Trying to take responsibility for what he may have thought he did towards Timothy by making him believe such things.
Surely
Maybe.
there's a less lethal way to slow down your pursuers.
Very true. Like a spring trap. So we hang upside down.
Precisely.
When you mention one of those, you see that, Rupert is having a bit of a PTSD moment.
Vietnam War flashback.
Right.
Could it be that maybe the trap wasn't for us?
I suppose that's very possible, but then
Hmm.
who else does he think is on his tail?
And as you're having that conversation, another arrow whizzes by in between both Priscilla and Rupert, and not Rupert, Robin, and embeds itself into the snowbank.
Oh,
As you see stumbling out from behind just like a small bush is an injured Rigby. Thought he came back. As you can see that he's like a bit bloody and he's kind of like holding onto his ribs. He doesn't look that good.
oh goodness. And Fiora's gonna immediately go over and take out all of her healing stuff. Now sit still. Don't you dare try to run off while I try to fix you up.
And stow that bow, boy.
Not safe here. It's watching.
Is there not a stump, like a tree log somewhere to kind of take shelter in, or even a knot in a tree to kind of
He
like...
sort of like braces himself on his bow. He's like, follow me. As he begins to like very heavily limp and like putting a lot of weight on his bow to where you could see it begin to like strain underneath the pressure.
I'll help.
As he leads you like through like a small gathering of bushes to just this gnarled tree stump that he's got a very ramshackle camp set up at. It looked like he tried to build a fire, but due to his injuries it's just a pile of sticks that are smoldering. And he just kind of just like collapses against the stump.
As he kind of collapses, I mean, Fiora was helping him this whole time, tries to take her kit out, and she's like, oh, Robin's gonna give you a talking to. Brace yourself.
I thought I could track him down myself, get the kid back. Figured the goose wouldn't expect one of us. Moving in a large group such as you might have given you away. Thought I could do it on my own.
Well, how'd that work out? Teams are always more efficient.
He stepped on me repeatedly.
I'm sorry.
I want to make a
have-
goose stepping
I have
joke
the
here, but I'm
cartoon
not going
image.
to do it. Nope, we're not.
I have the
Good.
cartoon image that's
Yes.
very like Princess and the Frog, where the book slaps him, but it's with a goose foot. Oh. Oh
This is
dear,
why
yeah.
we work in teams.
And of course, getting salves and stuff.
Go
Just
ahead
trying
and
to
give
run.
me a healer's roll. Using your will.
4 and 4. No, 4 and 5. 9. Okay. Here. Oh, damn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 9.
6 out of 9. As you're bandaging him up, and you could tell that one of his wrists is completely shattered. So even firing that bow must have been a great strain on his body, having to steady it as he knocked the arrow and released it. He's not in traveling condition. The work that you've done on him will make sure that he won't die from his injuries, but he is not in a condition that he can travel with you.
Oh, she definitely does like a splint and like a sling for his wrist, and the urge to make a slap him on the wrist for doing that joke. But yeah, she's gonna try to make sure so he doesn't move it. She'll even do kind of like I guess what's equivalent to like a mouse cast, where she just kind of grabs like some dirt or something and kind of just mold it so it kind of just keeps it in place with the splints in the sling. Oh, he did a number on you, didn't he?
5 times. 5 times that fucking bird stepped on me.
I'll look to Robin, and she'll just very solemnly kind of shake her head. He's in a better place now, but he's very badly hurt to the point where he should be resting, not traveling. At least for a few days.
So you're telling me that perhaps now is not the time for a lecture on the tenets of the Mouse Guard.
Well, you could give him a prelude.
He kind of just like, with like his
Probably
good
later
hand, just like kind of saves it. Look, Captain, I know I stepped out of line and broke probably a good 4 tenets by my count.
Repeatedly.
But in my mind, I figured travel light, easier not to be detected. I had a feeling I knew where the kid was taken. Figured that I'd catch up to the target before the heavy snow set in through the night. Well, for some reason it was waiting for me. I don't think it was waiting for me. I think it was waiting for you all. But it chased me. I thought I had it. I thought I had a leg up on it. I weakened the ice thinking, it's going to run across. It's going to get caught in the water. All would be good. My fault to forget that they can fly. I did nick it with a couple shots, but it got in too close too fast and, well, left me in an imprint in the snow. I am only partially alive thanks to, well, the keen thought of playing dead.
Well, that's what happens when we forget that Goose is an avian name.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rigby. This idea of yours, this thought you had, this feeling you had that led you out here on your own, has instead left you in a state unfit to travel. This idea you had of laying a trap has instead left one of your fellow Mouse Guard in a dire state after falling in this trap.
You walked across the ice?
We had to.
Why not use the footstones?
We were coming for you, Rigby, because you left us behind.
Yeah, but even in that sense, one of our tenets is safety over speed. Why?
Yes.
Why would you?
The ice was safe before somebody manipulated it, wasn't it, Rigby?
Wasn't meant for you.
Whether the intentions were good or not, it was a danger to us. It was a danger to our mission. It was a danger to your comrades. You should not have left us behind, Rigby. I will not enact any sort of punishment upon you, as you have already been punished enough by the goose. However, all of this, I'm afraid, will be reported. I trust your intentions were good, Rigby. But perhaps you need some more training.
I am confused, though. If it was not meant for us, who was it for? The goose was clearly ahead of you. So who were you expecting from behind?
Like I said, it was waiting. It chased me. I got to the
Across the ice.
I got to the clearing where all those strands, those ropes are at. It descended upon me. Had a bit of scuffle there. Got away from it. Made my way across the ice. Damaged the ice and hoping to entrap it. It flew over.
Of course. Oh. The lesson I think we've learned here is that there is no I in team. We're better as a group, even if it may not be as effective as you would think for a stealth-like mission. More heads are better than one.
I'm used to moving in teams no bigger than 2. Team of
Still a
7.
partner.
Team of 7 still makes too much noise.
And yet here we are unscathed. Not that that's a jab at you, but we were capable.
So was I. My problem is I got in a fight with a goose.
So will we.
Well, I totally scared a fox off, so, you know.
That's true. It was mere feet away from us. A group of 7, out fox to fox.
You know what they say. Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Oh,
I
Rupert
do
might be
wish
very
you
good at
hadn't said that.
But I understand where you're coming from, Captain. It's just your training, my training are a bit different in regards to the mouse guard. We move
Sort of
light.
rumors.
We move light. We move fast. I couldn't attempt convincing Talon to come with me and leave the rest of you behind. So I took it upon myself to head out on my own.
Yes, well, my training puts the safety of the mice under my care as the top priority. So please do understand the ire that I feel when we find one of the mice that was supposed to be under my care in the sorry state that you are in now. You could have died, Rigby. And if you had, that would have been on me. Please, be a little more considerate going forward. I do not mean to chastise you. I just mean to care for you.
Cap, I don't think I can be any more considerate than I am now, given the state that I'm in. I understand I make mistakes. I apologize for almost killing one of you in that trap. But on the bright side, I know where it's hiding.
You can make up for your mistakes by doing two things. One, telling us where it's hiding, and two, staying put until we come back to retrieve you.
Look, I'm no good in a fight. I can barely stay conscious while moving. I'm surprised I was able to get one shot off at all of you.
Nearest to the
Shot
soul.
came very close.
Northeast from here. Follow. Go back out to where you originally found me. Follow the curve in the bushes. You'll find a very vibrantly well-buried bush. Red blueberries on it. Walk through it. Follow the pathway through there. You'll find a small den. My guess is it at one time belonged to wolves. They haven't been there for any decent period of time. The goose and the kid are inside.
Thank you for this information, Rigby. Fiora, shall we dig a small den for him before departing so he's not left out in the elements until we return?
He kind of puts his hands up like, I'm good. I may not have the use of my hand, but I still know how to survive out here.
Well, we can at least make it a little better. She looks at like the pathetic pile of sticks.
Oh yeah, like he says, he's like, oh, I can manage. You can see he tried to make a den and it collapsed in on itself, and so he's just been like sleeping as close to the smoldering pile of sticks.
Priscilla, if you don't mind, perhaps getting a fire going for him, and I can collect more sticks that will be next to him. That way it's much easier for him to keep the fire going. I think he needs a little help. You're muted.
Sure. Be happy to do that.
Right,
Perfect. We can at least make it a little more fortified for you, at least in the meantime.
So
Would you like to roll for that?
nah, you guys are good. So you take a little bit of time to make sure that he's got a safe place to sleep in to keep warm. You build up the little fire pit so he can just to be able to toss sticks in to keep the fire going, just to make him comfortable.
And I give him half of Fiora's fruitcake.
Okay.
It's my fruitcake. No, it's perfect. We stole this from you anyway, so here.
Oh, you technically didn't steal it from him. You took it out of
That's fair.
the ration box in the hovel.
That's true. That's fair.
He's got the kid in a cage. Don't ask me how a goose built a cage, but the kid's in a cage.
Do you happen to know why he took the kid?
I don't even know why there's a goose out here. Technically, it is far too cold for them to be out here right now.
All right. Well, go get the kid. We'll deal with the goose. And then we'll come back for you. Just make sure you're here when we get here.
Look, I'm not planning on going anywhere, Cap. I'm
Well, you've
bandaged
said
up.
that before.
I mean it this time. I'm bandaged up. I'll get some rest and I'll keep an eye on base camp.
Good. Thank you.
I will make him some tea to help warm him up. And I forgot. I got some of the root, right? Sleepy time root. From his base.
I would assume that you've stocked up on your own supply of valerian root because you do know how to make the sleepy time tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him sleepy time tea.
And as you're making that, he's like, look, if one of you wants to take my bow, take the quiver. May come in handy fighting a flyer.
That is not me. I'm the cleric in this party.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I got my
Squeakers is more
jabby
built
stick.
I remember how I built Squeakers. I think it's more about getting in close and smacking things.
Yeah.
You're dual wielding axes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't no axes of returning, I'll tell you that.
Not yet.
Tightrope to him.
Tyro.
There you go.
Exactly.
Oh, just pull like a Kratos where it's just on a chain. You just bring it
The
back.
war blades.
Yes.
Little mouse standing on the shoreline. Ares! There's your mouse guard campaign character. It's just like this buff mouse with like a beard.
Yep. Buff mouse beard.
But yeah, as you make him comfortable and you arm yourselves up with the bow and arrow, Robin, this is where we are gonna stop for episode 2.
We gotta get the intensity going for next episode. Understandable.
Yep.
Are we
So
hunting a goose next episode?
you are hunting a goose next episode because it
Heck
is
yeah.
the final episode of our holiday game for
Nope.
Mice and Merriment.
Already?
Yeah, because it's only 3 episodes because technically the 4th episode would be on Christmas. So
Well, we gotta get a
Christmas.
Christmas goose. 'Tis the season, so
'tis the season.
let's go.
So so your encounter with the goose and trying to rescue Timothy will come next week on Thursday.
Yep.
But before
Oh, that was fun.
before we sign off, we have one more set of dice to give away tonight. For those of you who just who came in during the raid, who are still with us during the month of December, we do like to give out sets of dice to the community during our games. I did post the rules earlier, but I will post it again here. And Fox, you can go ahead and do the thing.
Yeah, so folks have just a few more moments here to get in on the giveaway, which is !December in the chat to do so before I close it up. And actually, since Zorro and I have both entered this one, Rojan, if I could ask you to type !raffle space draw in the chat, that will pull a winner for us.
Can never have enough blue dice. And it has a hint of purple in it.
All right, so we're going to give everybody a couple seconds here to enter on in if you have not yet entered in for this set of dice. Give it about a minute
fun.
here.
It is actually closed now. I hit the close button.
Okay, well then.
Awkward.
Zorro,
are you here?
Ooh.
And if you are, what did you win?
I am here spiritually. Click, clack, math rocks, dicey dice.
That'll do it.
Ah.
I will put your name on our spreadsheet here, so you can contact yourself and get your own shipping address later.
Let's pull them aside.
And as I have been saying this whole time, if you entered the giveaway and you did not win, don't be too sad, because there is still plenty more giveaways to come until the end of December.
yep.
Yeah, quite a bit left.
Yay!
Quite a bit left.
So everyone, thank you so much for tuning on into this special little holiday game that we got going on. But this is not the only show that we do here on this channel. Coming up this Saturday is going at noon Pacific time is going to be another episode of our Bridgerton inspired mini game that is run by Malls, which is the Downfall of Propriety. We are in a very interesting spot.
Yeah, we are.
And I cannot wait to see what happens when we come back on Saturday, because especially for what I've been hearing from Malls about what's going on with my character. So that's gonna be nuts. But yeah, we so if you like Bridgerton, you like D&D and whatnot, we will be playing the Downfall of Propriety starting at noon Pacific time. Coming up later on in the evening is going to be our Daggerheart game of the City of Redemption, which is our brand new Daggerheart game. I think we're in what, the 5th or 6th episode, something like that.
We're on like 8 or 9 now.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I did.
Yeah, time flies, man.
Right.
Time has been flying.
I didn't know it was that long, but yeah.
Yeah.
And one of our characters in that game just became a werewolf. So
After dying twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
coming up on Monday is going to be another episode of our longest running show here on the channel, Destiny Forged, which we are currently in our 4th campaign, which is, it's another D&D game that I run. Coming up on Tuesday, we are going to have another episode of Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game that is run by Tiltbot. And then coming up next Thursday will be the final episode here of Mice and Merriment, as we wrap up the holiday event. But normally on Thursdays, we have 2 alternating shows. First, we have Mass Effect Horizons, which is a Mass Effect game that is run by Zorro. And then on the alternating Thursday, you have us here for Tricorn Isles. That's it, which is another 5th edition game that I run. And then coming up next Saturday will be the final episode of the year for the channel, as we go on break afterwards, of Wither Wastes, which is another 5th edition game that I run. And then we will be coming back and starting these shenanigans all over again on the 3rd, right?
I believe so, yes. Yes, the 3rd.
Yeah, the 3rd. So we will be back here starting on Saturday, January 3rd, and continuing things off for the kickoff for the rest of the year. But for now, we're going to go ahead and head on out. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning on in, and we will catch you later.
Have a good night.